Hello, welcome back to another episode of Dear Source, your Ascendancy Hotline, where we tackle all life's issues. There's no topic that we don't talk about. And how does that link to your spiritual growth? We are a spiritual being having a human experience, and we're a human being having a spiritual experience. Everything that we came in here for is to grow our souls. Our soul is eternal. It's the everlasting essence of us. And I think really grounding into that is where I want to start this episode today. Because I think so often in the 3D world and being human, we forget, why did we come here? We didn't come here for the 3D and the human things. We came here for a spiritual experience to grow our soul, so our soul expands and becomes more and more enlightened. It becomes energetically different because we've changed the frequency of it. So I always want to get us grounded in why did Source ask me to do a show like this, to bring everything back to what is the spiritual principles that are going on, because everything that we're doing is designed to grow our souls. And sadly, we're not consciously aware of that. We go through the motions on this planet and don't realize that everything that we do, everything we put in our body, from food, every workout that we do, every product that we put on our skin, every piece of clothing that we wear, everything that we do, every human interaction and every human relationship is about our spiritual growth. And are we awake enough? Are we conscious enough to really realize that? And that's why this show came about. So I continue to urge anybody that you have something going on and you want to understand the spiritual aspect of it, reach out, write to me, book a call with me. We are here to step into the most expansive expression of ourselves, which means we're here to step into the most expansive expression of our being. We're here to do the soul work. We're here to do soul work. We're not here to do human work. We're here to do soul work. And everything that we do is energetics. It's our vibration. It's our alignment to the truth of who our soul is. And everything is energy. Everything is a vibration. From our homes to work to every relationship, the work we are here to do is vibrationally. To elevate our souls to the highest expression, to come into a state of pure consciousness. Why did Christ incarnate on this planet? To give us an example of the frequency that we're supposed to be at. Because the work we're here to do is to stand in our frequency, to stand in the truth of who we are, to be an oak tree and sway and move, but to be anchored into the truth of who we are. We are here to shine our light. We are here to be divine. We are here to be the truest expression of ourselves and in a loving state, which means we're uncompromising. We're not people pleasing. We are here to be the essence of who we are, which is our soul. So as we begin today's episode, let's anchor again into what's the truth of why we're here, so that we can look at life through the lens of spirituality, through the growth of our soul. Because as our soul grows, as our soul transcends, we grow and we transcend. So without further ado, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Give this to all the people that need it. Share this out. Continue to write me. How do we look at everything as a spiritual lesson for our growth? That's the whole purpose of the show. What is the spiritual lesson that we have here? So without further ado, we have a letter from a heart betrayed. And it reads, I Dear source, I'm feeling utterly betrayed and furious. I put my faith, time, and over $30,000 into a coaching program, trusting their promises to help me grow and reach my goals. Instead of progress, I got excuses, lackluster support, and finally a complete abandonment of the coaching journey altogether. It was one gut punch after another, and when they announced they were stepping away from coaching, I thought I'd reached my breaking point. But then I saw them promoting a certification program to train new coaches, acting as if they're the model of integrity and expertise. I'm livid, hurt, and frankly at a loss for how to process all of this. It feels like a deep betrayal, especially after giving so much of myself to this process and believing I'd be supported. It took everything in me not to say something, to not call them out, but I still feel this bitterness and resentment boiling up. How do I move on from this without feeling I'm letting them off the hook? Is there a way to find closure and regain trust in myself and the coaching process after being so disheartened? A heart betrayed. So thank you so much. And heart betrayed, my heart goes out to you. And what a beautiful lesson. But I do think there's an element, as I was reading this and grounding myself into source, it's not about, we're not in a dualistic society. There really is no right and wrong. There is one principle that governs us, and that's that we're in oneness with each other and with reality. And in that oneness, the principle that governs is to do no harm. And in this example that you sent over this coaching program that you were a part of, paid into, thinking you were going to get results, there's a lot of things to unpack there. Number one, what I would share is when it comes to understanding what can you do moving forward, maybe we'll unpack that just a little bit later. But there is an element where we are here to do no harm. We are here to also stand up for that principle. We are here to stand up to the oneness. So when that isn't occurring, it doesn't mean we roll over. Like, being anchored into our divinity doesn't mean that we're soft. It means we know who we are. It means that we are connected at the highest level to the truth that pervades and rules our universe. And so when people are not doing that, we absolutely, in a loving way, need to call them out. We need to stand up for what is right. We need to be the oak tree, not like we're like the willow that's like bent over, like, oh, well, I paid him money. Here's all the wacky shit that was in the contract that I signed. So now I just though whatever that coaching program is not in their integrity at all. Because what you should be seeking, and I think there's some incredible coaches out there, are they truly willing to serve? First and foremost, are they willing to serve, and can they hold the container for you to find the highest expression of yourself? There is no coach that can guarantee you any results. All that marketing is predicated on your ego, and it's hooking you because you are in a state of lack. So if you think back to where were you at in your coaching, or when you signed up with them, were you feeling empowered? Were you feeling uplifted? Were you feeling, oh, these people are just going to help me unlock and take it to the next level? Most of these coaching programs, most of these coaches, I'd say the vast majority of them are predatory. They are predatory because they're preying upon your lack. They're preying upon you not feeling good enough. You should be looking for coaching programs that are seeing you as a whole and complete person And you both energetically understand and agree that working together would propel both of you forward. And that's a very nuanced difference. It's very, I don't know another word that's going to come out, but new age. Like, you're going to know if you're sitting in front of somebody, if you are connected and that works. People should be propelling you forward. Coaches are amazing because they should be propelling you to the highest expression of yourself, not giving you promises, not giving you tactics. An amazing, great coach should be holding space, reflecting a mirror, and helping you uncover for yourself what you need to do in order to actualize, as well as what you're working on. Is that in alignment with the essence of your soul? Are you doing things that truly are God's will to be done through your soul? We are here to have this perfect balance between being human and being divine. And the real creation comes when you understand that I am here to allow God's will to flow through me. There wouldn't be a desire in my heart that God did not want me to have. So are you working with somebody that's helping you bring that together? The culmination of that to go, oh, there is no one size fits all, because each individual has a different, unique soul blueprint that's vibrating at a unique level. How you express that out, how you want to work. All of those things are unique to you. There is no one size fits all. So can you work with somebody that helps you uncover that? And most coaches don't know themselves, so they possibly can't hold space for you to uncover that. I would also tell you that there is an international governing body. It's called the International Coaching Federation, ICF, IFC. I might have those backwards or wrong, but there's an international body that actually certifies coaches, that says, yes, you've gone through a designated recognized program. You are working with somebody that has X number of hours. They are this qualified. So I would solely, totally advocate. They're going through CEs to keep their accreditations up. I would highly, highly, highly encourage you to be using that platform, to be vetting the coaches that you're looking for, or finding people that actually have accreditations. All of us technically could be coaches if we wanted to, but it's like everybody could be a lawyer technically too. Like, who do you want to trust that with? Somebody that's spent hundreds of hours learning how to coach, how to hold space, how to reflect questions back to you, or somebody that just thinks I'm a great coach and that's all that it is. So I would become very discerning. We are here to be discerning. And it sounds like that's why you went through this process, was really to fine tune and understand not all things are created equal. I think also too, what are the resources to really call these people out? We do need to be like Jesus in the temple. We don't need to roll over and take it. We need to be advocates for poor behavior, to call people out. Can you report them to the Better Business Bureau? Can you seek legal recourse from them? You know, it's not about rolling over. It's about standing in the truth. It's about knowing that they weren't in their integrity. It's not about you exacting revenge. God, source, the universe, divine is already on it. But we also need to be advocates for our own truth. We need to be advocates for who we are. So if we can't advocate for ourselves, nobody's going to advocate for us. And allowing people to continuously do stuff that's unethical immoral, that is not in alignment with source. Yes, God, source, the universe, divine is already on it, but we also have an obligation to be standing in our truth. And maybe part of the call that you have through God is advocacy and preventing other people from having the same opportunity taken from them, so that other people aren't being preyed upon, that there's not predatory marketing practices. Like, nobody's solving anybody's problem. Each one of us are solving our own problems. That's happening in relationship with everything, because we're one with everything. So everything is a lesson, but nobody is solving your problem. There is no coach out there that holds the answer that you do not have. You house it, you hold it, and you need to realize that. And you need to find coaches that you feel create that connection and trust to activate you, to help you step in, to help propel you forward. And there is no end result. All of that is egoic and arbitrary. If your soul grows 15 sizes through working with somebody, you will look back and go, that was well worth it. So if people are trying to sell you quick fixes, and I know there's been a lot of that as an output, and I think the other thing you're really going to see massively, massively, massively is a major course correction, because the gig is up. Again, the universe is on it. So when people are not in the essence of giving, I'm giving. I truly have a gift to offer you. I am giving, and I'm going to receive. But am I giving? Most of these coaching programs are taking. They're thinking about their bottom line. When I even watch these coaches that are like, I'm going to help you coach, it's all about how much money you can make. Money doesn't mean anything. So if you're chasing something down because you're going to make so much money, you're no more worthy than you are right in this moment. Money doesn't make you worthy. You should be looking for coaching programs that are helping you step in to activating your purpose. You feel a deep soul's calling and desire to serve the world as a coach, or in whatever it is you're doing. So huge, huge realizations that I think came through this. Like, number one, be an advocate for yourself. Number two, be discerning. Are you lacking? Are you feeling lacking? What's the place of which I'm acting from? If I'm lacking, that's the time to step back, go within, connect in with source, ask questions, get guidance and clarity for yourself to go, where would you have me go? What would you have me say, and to whom? What are you asking of me? Does this align with your will? Oh, no, it doesn't? Great. On to the next thing. So just realize that we are in a massive, expanding universe. We are entering an age of energy. We're entering the age of truth. What can't lie? Energy. We all pick up on people's vibes. People can say they're great, and you are like, God, that person just seems so sad. Like, if we're really tapped in, the lesson here is your discernment, picking up on that vibe of that business, of that energy. Things are moving to being energetics. They're moving back to the essence of who we are as people. We need human interactions. We only exist in relationship. So if the vibe's off, I'm not probably going to be in an ongoing relationship with that. I'm not going to be giving money to that. So this is an opportunity for you to fine tune your discernment skills, to really ratchet that up. Tell, what do you feel? We all have a knowingness. It's quiet and small. When it's loud, that's our ego. So this is a great opportunity to tap in, to learn your own discernment skills. It's an opportunity to tap in and know that what's the point of which I'm starting from? Am I attracting or starting from a place of lack? Well, the universe has to just return you back to lack because that's where you started from. You can't go, I started at lack and got over here. That's not how that works. It's a temporary movement. So the energetic work to align yourself of I'm abundant, and this feels even more expanded and more abundant, then you're going to continue to expand and be more abundant because that's the law of the universe. So I'd have you tap into that as well. The other element of this that you're probably here to learn is using your voice, being your advocate, standing up for the truth, standing up for the rest of people that may or may not be taken advantage of. Being an advocate for yourself. If you know something's wrong and we look the other way, that doesn't make it right. So tune in. There's so many beautiful lessons for you. If you would like a one-on-one session with me, book it. If you want one-on-one session to go, how do I step in and have this conversation? Like, what does that really look like? Book a call with me. That's part of your spiritual growth. There's a reason why this happened. And it really isn't about the $30,000. That was just an energetic exchange of which, if you learn these lessons from it, is going to be paid back to you tenfold because you learned what the universe was trying to gift you. So I appreciate this letter. It's highly enlightened. You are fully aware there were a ton of soul lessons in this for you to grow yourself, to get you into alignment with who you are, to become more aware, more discerning, more tuned in. So use all of them. Use all of them to grow you. Use all of them to build you. And for the listeners out there, again, thank you. Please continue to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the things. Write in, ask your questions. I am here to channel, source, to answer your questions so that you can continuously grow on your spiritual path. So continues to reach out. If you have any questions about this episode, get in touch with me, respond. All the things. I will continue to do a wrap-up show on Friday and answer any questions that came up, as well as I have some exciting stuff coming in the near future, which I'm excited to unveil. Building a holistic spiritual community where we can interact and we can grow together and we can have these interactive conversations to grow our souls. Again, remember, we're a spiritual being having a human experience. The only reason why we incarnated here is to expand our souls. So more to come on that. Please stay tuned. It's going to be an amazing interactive group to really revolutionize how we interact, how we connect, and how we grow our souls. So stay tuned for that coming in 2025 here in the next few weeks. And until next time, trust the process, honor your truth, and stay connected to Source.